everybody, and welcome back to the Girly Girl Bookworm. So today I have part one of a book outlet haul. I basically left my book buying ban and went crazy. So I've actually got 3 hauls for the month of May. I've got this one, but my other, just like my regular purchasing, and then I also have a children's book haul. So 3 book hauls this month for you because I went a little overboard. And I really shouldn't have, but Book Outlet kept taunting me with their sale, and everybody kept buying from them. Normally, I only buy once a year from them, and I already made my once a year purchase from them now, so it is what it is. But like I said, we're going to have this video. We're going to have my children's book haul because I bought a ton of books for Sydney, and then we are going to have my regular, like, Amazon and Barnes & Noble and whatnot purchasing. So let's just dive into the books. So the first book I have to share with you is London is the Best City in America by Laura Dave. I've read 3 books by this author in the past, so I wanted to give this one a shot. Unfortunately, this one came in like used condition. And it's weird because normally they don't come used, but this one definitely, like, you could kind of almost see like what it looks like when like Borders used to have stickers, and like there's a dog-eared page in here where like somebody clearly was reading it and then got rid of it. It's feels very old, feels very dirty, and I don't like it. But luckily, I was able to get through to Book Outlet's customer service, and they gave me a book credit for the future. And I have to say, if you ever have an issue with Book Outlet, definitely contact them. They have the best customer service, and they really want to help and support you, so definitely check them out. This one follows a woman who is going back to her brother's wedding. She doesn't really want to go to his wedding because she feels like since she's left town, she doesn't really have much to show for her life. Her fiance broke up with her, I think, or they're not together anymore. Her job's kind of going nowhere. So she really feels like she doesn't want to go back because she's got nothing to show for it. But little does she know, her brother's actually having some doubts, and then they end up going on a journey together to find some mysterious woman to see where his love lies, I guess. And not only is her brother learning about what he wants, but she gets to learn about what she wants. Sounds like fun. Like I said, I've read 3 other books by her. So I'm excited to see what this one has in store. I don't know if I'm going to keep this copy because it does feel gross, or if I'll just eventually buy a new copy or what, but we've got this one. Then we've got Every Time You Go Away by Beth Harrison. I'm not 100% positive about this one, but I've read 3 books by her in the past that I've really enjoyed. So this was her newest release. I want to say last summer it came out. Yeah, no, 2 summers, 2018. But again, I couldn't pass it up. This cover is beautiful. It's been one of those books that goes in my cart, comes out of my cart, goes in my cart, comes out of my cart, because I feel like sometimes when you have those like authors that you know that you enjoy, but like you might want to try somebody else new, you kind of put your like go-to author out of your cart, which is silly. But I finally was like, you need to get this. This has gone in your cart and out of your cart so many times. You need to just suck it up and get it. So I'm excited to read this one probably over the summer. Her books are really quick reads, so I'm excited to give this one a try. This is probably what sparked my Book Outlet purchase, and that is Until Tomorrow, Mr. Marsworth by Sheila O'Connor. I saw this on Katie from like Between Words' channel, and I believe I just saw on Krista from Books and Jams talk about this book. But when I saw Katie talk about it, I just knew I had to have this book. And it's told in letter form, which is super fun. It's a historical fiction that takes place in 1968, and it's about this girl who takes on a paper route, and she starts writing letters to Mr. Marsworth, and I believe he's just like this sad old man that kind of lives alone, and they kind of have this correspondence back and forth, and I believe it talks a lot about peace and things, so I thought that this could be a really fun, quick read to give it a try. Like I said, I love this format of writing letters. I think it'll be a really fun story, so I'm excited to check this one out. I feel like this one might just like jump past my TBR, and I might read it sooner rather than later because I'm really intrigued by this one. Then I probably shouldn't have bought this one yet, but I did anyways. I got Rage by Cora Carmack. I have Roar by Cora Carmack. Have I read it? No. Did I need this one yet? No. But I figured book 3, I believe, comes out in August, so I thought it might be nice to be able to read Roar soon, have Rage, because I think Roar ends on a cliffhanger, have Rage to pick up immediately, and then this summer the 3rd one comes out. So thought it could be fun to like binge the series, but we got this one. Especially lately I've been craving fantasy, so it's like right up my alley right now. Another book that I probably didn't need to buy right now, but I did, and that is Ordeal by Innocence by Agatha Christie. This was surprisingly the only Agatha Christie novel that was available on Book Outlet. Normally they have a ton of her books. This time they literally just had this one. Obviously you know that I'm obsessed with Agatha Christie, so I needed to have it. I don't know if this is in a series. This might just be on its own because I don't see anything mentioned about Poirot or Marple or anything on here. So I'm excited to try it because it is a TV series. I don't know where you can watch it, but I know it's available somewhere. So I feel like I would love to watch the adaptation of it after I get to read it. So yeah, had to add this one to my collection. This is another one that I just feel like I've heard so many people rave and talk about this author, so I've been wanting to try her out. I was almost going to try her for Spookathon, I think, last year, or, what was the readathon? The Night Marathon, but then I didn't get a chance to find any of her books, but everybody was reading Jennifer MacMahon, and I know one of my good friends in real life really likes her as well, so I wanted to give her a try, and this is Burntown. This was, again, the only one that they had of her on there, so I was just like, I don't know what it's about, but it's her, so I'm going to grab it. So I believe most of her stories take place in New England, which I live in New England, so that's fun. And I have a feeling that it's got a ghost, I don't know, I feel like her stories normally have ghosts in them. I know they're scary and creepy, so I don't know. I'll probably end up saving this one for October. I don't plan on getting to this one anytime soon, but I had to have it because why not? I've also not only been in a fantasy kick, I've really been in a historical fiction mood as well. So I ended up grabbing The Glass Ocean by Beatrice Williams, Lauren Wellig, and Karen White. Beatrice Williams and I have a love-hate relationship, I feel like, because I really loved 100 Summers, and then I read 2 other books by her that I wasn't a fan of, but I currently also have 2 more unread books by her on my shelf. I don't know. For some reason, I really, really want to love her so badly that I keep giving her other chances, and that's totally fine. I've never read anything by Lauren, and Karen White I've read 1 book by, and I liked it. So I'm curious what this one's going to be like, but I believe it's a historical mystery that links the lives of 3 women, 2 from the past, 1 from present, to the doomed passenger liner, the Lusitania. So that sounds like it could be really, really fun, especially with a dual timeline where they don't match. I always love reading something that takes place in the past and takes place now, and they like end up coming together. Also, this cover is beautiful, so I had to give it a try. Another one that I believe I heard about on Katie's channel and Chris's channel was A Fall of Marigolds by Susan Messner. I actually had a book by her that I unhauled, As Bright as Heaven, and I'm kind of regretting it right now, especially with everything going on. I've seen a lot of people reading it and loving it, and I regret that I traded it. But I ended up grabbing this one, and this one I believe has to do with September 11th, and I don't know much more, but I just, for some reason I was 11 when that happened. Well, I was 10, turning 11 when that happened. And so it's a storyline that I've always been curious about. I'm sure this one will break my heart, but again, I've heard amazing things, so I wanted to give this one a try. So when I saw it on there, I was like, this is my chance. I could try it for cheap. This one I probably shouldn't have gotten either. I feel like I should just title, Should Not Have Gotten Book Haul. And that is Hungry Hearts by a plethora of authors. This one I've been intrigued by because I did see Kayla from Books and Lala really enjoy it. Anything about food I'm always here for, but I don't always work well with short stories. But I wanted to try it, so I did, and I felt like it could be like a diverse read fun read. I don't know. I probably shouldn't have gotten it, but it's been on my Amazon wish list. So when I saw it on Book Outlet, I was like, well, at least it's not Amazon prices. Does anybody else do this on Book Outlet? Then I grabbed Salmon Lessons by Hannah McKinnon. I've read 2 books by her. I currently have an unread one by her, but I apparently needed to add this one. I believe this is her most recent release. I think this one came out in 2018 as well, because I feel like I remember seeing it when I went to go meet Morgan Matson. Yep, 2018. So a relatively new release. I do like her stories. She has a really great writing style. And normally takes place in like Cape or Rhode Island or Connecticut. So she's got that New England feel that I absolutely love. If everything pans out, we're supposed to still go to the Cape in the summer. We'll see. But maybe this one might have to tag along if we do go. Then, again, I've been craving fantasy and historical fiction, so I ended up grabbing Girl with Sharp Sticks by Suzanne Young. This is the first book, and I believe a duology. I really loved the program series. I know I unhauled them. They still have a close place in my heart, but they're in good hands now with Patrick's students. But yeah, this one I believe is like a dystopian. I don't know too much more about it, but I've heard amazing, amazing reviews about it. So, I thought I wanted to give it a try. It is really, really dirty, so I'm going to have to clean it before I put it on my shelf. But, again, I've heard amazing things, and I think the sequel just came out, so I'm not too far behind in the game with this one quite yet. Then I got a thriller novel, and that is The Best Lies by Sarah Liu. Another one that I probably need to clean. But, again, it has candy on it, which is my favorite. Again, this one's a thriller novel. I believe it's YA. Someone is dead, and I think that they're trying to figure out if it was his girlfriend that pulled the trigger, or his friend that pulled the trigger. I don't remember. I just remember this coming out and seeing it and being like, I need to read that, and I never really looked into it too much. This came out in 2019. Again, with thrillers anyways, I usually like to go in pretty blindly, but like, guys, look at this cover. It's so pretty, and it's pink. And the last one I got was, again, BookTube, Instagram made me do it. I saw this one, again, on Krista's channel and a bunch of other channels since, and that is How If You Don't Know the Words by Bianca Moraes. I believe this one's set in Africa. I could be totally wrong. Yeah, South Africa. Again, one that I don't know too much about, but I've been seeing it everywhere, and she just came out with a new book that If You Can Make God Laugh, I think, or something like that, and everybody has been raving about that one, so I gave into the pressure when I saw this, and I grabbed it instantly. It is very beautiful. I have no idea when I'll read it, but I have it. So yeah, those are the books that I got for myself from Book Outlet. I went a little overboard. I know, but it's okay. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you've read any of these down below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, everybody.